Hi, I'm Deb from Jane Sisters. I'm standing in front of our new Scheepjes Terrazzo wall. Look at all the colours, there's 60 of them. It's just been released this past week and it's a very, very lovely new felted tweed. It's made out of 70% mulesing-free recycled merino or wool and 30% recycled viscose. So 100% recycled. It even comes in recycled plastic bags, which is just fabulous. And it has these very lovely little flecks of colour all the way through. Now, Scheepjes have put together a beautiful new free pattern called the Diversion Shawl, and we have put together a kit for you of it. It comes with these fabulous colours and with the grey that goes with it too. I think it's 4 balls that it comes with.
No, 2.
No, just 2. Oh, just 2. So it's a crochet pattern, but if you haven't crocheted before, I think it's one that you could probably get started on as well, if you've got a little bit of crochet experience. Now, we've been doing some swatching, and I'll talk a little bit about it. I'm going to bring Jane in because Jane does a lot of our swatching for us around the shop. All the little samples you'll see, she's often made them. And so we've been testing it a little bit and just questioning whether the gauge that they've said is really what you'd want to use. So Jane, come on in. Here she is. Here's Jane.
Hi, Jane.
So Jane did some swatches last night. This is the knitted one.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's very nice.
And we've just given it a bit of a steam. So it's actually bloomed quite a lot too.
Yep.
It's softened. It's already really soft, but it's softened even more. And it's just got a very, very nice drape and handle. It's worked out. It's been nice to knit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really soft, quite springy to knit, which I like. But yeah, the gauge is...
Yeah, so on the balls, it talks about the gauge as being 27 stitches per 10 centimetres. Now, a normal DK gauge is much lower than that. It's sort of between 20 and 24 on a 4mm needle. 27 is getting more into a fingering weight gauge. And we have asked Scheepjes about this, and they're coming back to us. But testing it, what did you get?
I got... Well, I didn't measure it once you steamed it, but pre-blocking I got 24. And I'm just ever so slightly tight knitter, so I really don't think you'd want to get 27 stitches anyway. But I don't, I think blocked it's probably about 23, maybe 22 stitches, which is perfect DK or 8-ply gauge on a 4mm needle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's an 8-ply.
It's an 8-ply. So what that means is that you can look for patterns with that sort of a gauge, a normal 8-ply pattern. There's lots of patterns around 4-filtered tweed style of yarns, and this would just work beautifully in any of those patterns.
Yep.
And then we've got crochet too. So you started the Diversion Shawl, didn't you, just to see what it was like?
So this is a little sample, sorry I put it up the right way, of the Diversion Shawl pattern. So you start at the bottom, and so it's worked on the bias. So your stitch count is the same the whole way through. You just increasing at one end and decreasing at the other, but keeping your stitch count the same. So that's what it looks like. It's obviously a bit wider than this. I'm not making it full size, but just so you can see how it looks. And it's actually a very easy pattern. It's just UK double crochet, US single crochet, chain 1, and a couple of half double crochets at the end for the increases. So it's very easy, and it works up really nicely.
It does.
And that's on a 5mm hook. And I think you could even go bigger than that for crochet if you wanted something even more drapey.
Yeah, so take a look on the website. It's all up there now. All the fabulous 60 different colours. We've got loads of stock. Already sold a couple of the Diversion Shawl kits. So we'd love to know what you think.